Week 9 of the National Football League. And we've got Desmond Ridder. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Falcons and the Lions just ahead on EA Sports.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They start to drive with White, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 136 yards and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 6. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the... Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run straight ahead here with White, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Koo knocks this one to the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted,
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
they'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last.
And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Back to throw here.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. Bridges. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and now it's third and 3. He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brian Poole.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's second and 8.
The quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
This is caught.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Desmond Ritter and the Atlanta offense set to go once more. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back to throw again. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football.
Plays under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge is a successful one.
Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second.
The ball comes out. And the Lions have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He'll look to throw. Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll set up a throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Watch out! Dog red. Flag blue.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
It got his man complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready, set.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Ritter will throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game.
Here's Koo to kick it off.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Troy Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Gonna run the sweep here. This is Cup. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Second and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, they'll run with White. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They motion the running back out left. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. focus. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Bridges. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Bridges. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
So now Ritter and the Falcons
down by 7, 46 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Ready.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
Here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They